Welcome back, family. We back with another Acres anime review. All praises due to the Most High. So, I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched this episode twice. That's my fault. I try to give you, a review, a reaction based off my first initial view. But just full transparency and vulnerability. I've seen this episode twice. But it's a really good episode. So, last episode we had Graham the Great come through and help the Demon Lord, with some assistance. So that way, Lord Vel told Velivel so he can focus on handling the mark, And last episode was spectacular. Graham, I'm a fan of Graham for sure now. But as hard as Graham went, Triple V went in. He went in. Like, all that anger and revenge that he was plotting and embarrassment that he was plotting on Marcus, like, he brought it. Right? So the episode started off with us saving our day one Machina. Right, in epic hero, beautiful fashion, like knight in shining armor fashion. She about to be sacrificed into the ether, and he swoop in and Superman that. Right. So then she get a front row seat to the show because he brought it. Right? So at first he learned because Marcus had this, he got the advanced familiar, he got the advanced, unit. So last time we ran into him, he was canceling out our spells. And so this time we went with, instead of like him seeing us, try to send a spell at him, like we just put the spell on ourselves. And since it was already activated, he couldn't cancel it or dispel it. It was too difficult for him to like, stop what it is that we was doing over here. Right? So at first, Velivel was putting them hands on him with the enhancement magic. And we was just doing the thing. But then Marcus gets some. Oh, and side note, this is what I wanted to compare. Remember when Machina was fighting Mark? And he came out and he was like, oh, I'm going to just throw a barrage of blood swords. And I knew Machina lost when she started defending herself from the blood swords, right? Anyway, fast forward, contrast that with Lord Velivel's reaction. He was like, I'm matching the sword with the sword. Like, I'm just going to knock these out the way. I'm not going to turtle up. Right? So that was just side note that I noticed there. A little difference. But so we easily, we swinging our sword, we beating the blood swords off. No problem. And then it looked like we took old boy's head off. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know if he blew up his own head or if we did blow him up and he just healed after that. That must have been what had happened. Like, we got his head. Because he's immortal, so he can heal. So we got his head. But then that's where he got us, because he took that opportunity and he basically just threw a bunch of blood, and he got it on us, right? And then with Mark's power, blood the bomb, blood the bomb, blood the bomb. That's what he was doing. Blood the bomb, spamming it. So at first it looked like Veli was dominating, but then we kind of looked like we struggling. That blood got on our hand, and Mark just started spamming the blood the bomb, and it was working because Triple V sitting there armless. He's just like a torso, like, you know. So that shit was effective. He was piecing us up just little by little. And then when we was down for the count, or just about, then he hit us with a blood to explosion, the finisher. Right? So it was looking bad. But Triple V, like, he had a plan. I mean, this was all according to his plan. You know, so I remember in the last review, I don't know which one it was, but, you know, our last gauge on Veli's power was his 1 million subscribers. Right? And so he might have a little bit more than that now, you know, officially on his channel or whatever. But what he did, you know, that it didn't matter. We don't need a certain number. We just know it had an effect. Was he had Day 2? Day 2's name, I don't know. But we had the hacker girl. I need a friend like this. I need somebody to upload my content so I can get subscribers and followers and everything like Velivel was doing. But so we just had homegirl hack downtown basically, and spam our stream everywhere. And remember, it don't matter where you fall on your opinion of him. Like, as long as you have an opinion, oh, I love him, oh, I hate him. He said the simplest way, if you recognize his face and name, if he has some name recognition, that's enough to increase his power. So we had the 1 million+ subscribers. Now we got all the downtown, the whole city talking about us, right? While we fighting Mark. This is important. This is why it's important, because we was fighting Mark. This is Veli's plan. So more people seeing his name and everything. His faith is increasing. His name recognition is increasing. But then the kicker, that really wasn't a plan. We just kind of lucked up into the situation, but we took full advantage. Mark really shot himself in the foot here. So we getting all the name recognition. We increasing in power. But it just so happens that because we here in the furnace, because this is where we sacrifice the other immortals, this is what's powering the city. All that ether is empowering Veli. He's like taking advantage of that power basically in the air too. So this was the cool moment of the episode, because Velivel's sitting there armless. You know, remember these two details. But Velivel's sitting there armless, half dead, 1 foot in the grave. And then he start threatening Mark. He's like, hey, man, this your last chance. Are you going to join the team? Are you going to stop what you're doing? Or you just going to keep pursuing this this dead end that I see here for you, right? And so Mark, you like, oh man, you bluffing. That's how you know he's scared. It's like, well, you know, I'm sitting here armless. What am I bluffing about? You know. But Veli had all the confidence. He said, look, I normally don't give people second chances. But I'm going to set aside my morals, my beliefs, my practices. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to offer you a second chance. There won't be a third chance. And so Mark double, triple down. He like, well, I'm the demon lord now. He said, damn, what you saying? And so now Lord Veli gets to explain to Mark. He's like, look, bro, I got all these fans. My name recognition up. We up. And your little setup here, your little factory here, your little furnace here just so happens to be the perfect environment for me to bust out my second form. And everybody, all of us, we're like, bro, what second form? Because Lord Veli said, only the hero Graham has pushed me to the second form. So he's telling Mark, hey, man, consider yourself lucky. Be proud of yourself. What you do not want to hear from your opponent. I don't want to hear that from my opponent. That's bad news. He said, oh, man, good job, bro. Have some confidence about yourself. You should feel good, accomplished. Right? But that's what Lord Veli's saying. Oh, and two, like, you know, I don't know what y'all think. But see, I'm a OG anime watcher. I've been watching anime forever. Right? So, and I'm stereotypical anime watcher, right? Like, I mean, Dragon Ball Z was kind of my... Anyway, I'm making a Dragon Ball Z reference, but bro, is Lord Veli not Vegeta-like with the wide vocabulary and the and the royal background, the royal pedigree, the second form? I mean, we just basically watched Veli turn like Great Ape or Super Saiyan or something in this episode. Because that's what happened, right? He like, boom, the plan worked. Homegirl set me up. I'm in the perfect place to bust out this second form. I didn't even know I was gonna fall into these conditions, but here we are. And so he bust out the second form. And this boy turned into like a dragon or something with a giant sword and wings. Hella teeth. I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought, you know, if anything, in second form, like, you know, I thought maybe remember we talked about like the armor details was changing here and there sometimes before. So I thought, you know, it'd be more along those lines. But this boy completely transformed into a dungeon dragon. And then because he hit this form, and because he's in the right conditions, now he's able to do something brand new. Right? Because remember, Mark was able to cancel our spells, and that was an issue for us because we didn't have the familiar. So that's why it was easier for him to cancel our spells. Because we basically needed to take 2 steps, which gave him more time to cancel our spells. Right? But so because our faith is at peak and we in the right environment in the furnace, now Veli basically needed no steps. We went from 2 steps to no steps to cast magic. And so they said proclamationless magic or whatever. But, you know, he just casted magic, no spell, no chant, no nothing. Just automatic. He just canceling. So now all of a sudden, Mark can't cast no spells. Although he, you know, somehow he was able to pull off one last spell, you know, right before he, you know, met his bitter end. But then, you know, because Veli asked him, he's like, all right, or were you proud about your last effort there? He said, you sure you gave it your best shot there? So I don't know if he was just like letting him get that last one off. Like, you know, if he intentionally didn't cancel the spell. Or I don't know. That's just something I noticed. But so other than that last ditch effort, Mans wasn't able to cast no spell no more. Right? And so basically, Veli more powerful than ever now. We learned a new trick. We achieved our form that we had only achieved once before. Right? And so we canceling our old boy spells. You know, we talk our shit. He ends up begging for his life after doubling, tripling down before, thinking that we was bluffing. Now all of a sudden, oh, I didn't mean none of that. In Mark fashion. And so at the end of it, it concludes with Marcus not only making, Lord Velivel stronger, who he was trying to like make weaker and then defeat and take his spot. But so he made him stronger, and then was sacrificed to his own furnace. Which, as per his explanation, we know the stronger immortal you are, the more power you put into the system when you're sacrificed. And he thought he was as strong as it got. So, I don't know if we'll get that amount quantified or not. But so, it's a more than, it's a significant amount that it should be some follow-up to that I would suspect, so I'm looking for those details. We'll see really what that means, how it affected the city and everything. But bro, Veli, we came in, we saved the princess, we beat the dungeon. We on our Mario Bros stuff right now. I don't know, you let me know. Cause Graham did his thing, bro. But the second form, Veli busting out the second form, and then just embarrassing Mark. Like, he did Mark in every way that Mark deserved. And so I'm kind of feeling I'm giving Veli a better grade on this one. But let me know. If you keeping up with this series like I am, make sure you watch the end credits on this episode, because it show, the episode just continue. It's just a little montage, but right. I'm slow too, because now we got our official Veli Machina couple. Y'all probably saw that coming. I knew it was kind of there, but I didn't think it'd be, so straightforward like that. Sometimes they kind of leave it in the air and sometimes they never come out with it. But so, Velivel was like, oh, you holding it down and you put me on. So watch the end credits. You see they got a new place. They done upgraded the residence. We got plaques. We got plaques from subscribers. Hey man, leave a comment and like my stuff, cause I'm trying to get a plaque. Let's get a plaque together. Cause Veli got plaques. Bigger place. New girl, same girl, old girl, But, he feeling good right now. I wonder what's going to happen in the next episode, because, it was kind of it felt like a mini season finale, this episode. So, Veli riding high. The gang. Graham, it seemed like he moved on or something. I don't know if we'll be seeing Graham. I mean, we'll see him again. I just don't know how long until. But, Velivel got the day one, got the wife. He wifeyed up now, new crib. Who this? And we got our homegirl, like, riding on the team. Fresh off a victory, fresh off a dub. So, this is a good episode. We'll see what the second half of the season look like. I promise I won't take a month for the next review. I appreciate you, family. All praises due to the Most High. This has been another Acres Anime review.